This is Nivea, and you know I got songs.
I guess kind of take us to where you went musically, after that album.
Yeah, at that point, I was a new mommy of 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we're in 2007, and I'm about to become separated from my husband
Mm-hmm.
at the time. And so that whole transition is going on. I did a lot of writing. I recorded a song during that time period called Love Hurts, written by Chase Day, which I later shot a video to in 2008 that I featured Lil Wayne in.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought that was interesting. So from 2007, I was going through my separation in 2008, getting my divorce, and starting the old but new relationship again with Wayne. And,
And then you had...
I was just in the middle of deciding if I wanted to sing again or go to school or, my children were very young. I had the option to either be a full-time mom or, continue to independently, which is a lot of work, pursue my singing career. So I just backed off for a minute, but I still delved into, I was co-managing soul, rock, hip-hop artist, and as well as a pop female artist at the time with my best friend. We had an image consulting company, and I've always been doing mentorship. So I stayed in very small ways over the years, from 08 to 09, which is when I had my youngest son. And then, here comes 2010, and I'm ready to release new music. And we released I do an undercover album I call Nivea Undercover of Cover Records. And this is all independent, just me doing it. It wasn't for sale, it was for free. There were 5 remake songs. So, wasn't necessarily pursuing a record deal at the time, but just letting people know that my heart is still in music and that I'm coming back soon. So, I'm just now doing a lot of recording, a lot of writing now, and I'm getting my groove together as far as my sound, and I'm more confident now and more into my penmanship and how I'm going to tell this story of mine. And I've been approached by every, reality show you can think of, and I'm just not interested in shedding light on my story in that way, Maybe I'm just not as brave as I think I am, but at the same time, I'm also involved with a lot of community service projects. There's a organization called the Freedom Campaign that I am third member of, and we do Freedom concert series every month. We just did our first one on the 27th. I performed at it. 2 new records that I'm releasing soon called I Was Good Though and Suicide. It was great, and it's basically an art and music renaissance series that we want to introduce what it means to get involved in your community and make it better. So every week our group meets at the homeless shelters, and we feed 600 to 700 people, and we're partnering up with the Boys and Girls Club and several other organizations around Atlanta to mentor the kids and create programs just to, change the community that we live in. So that's where my heart is as well. So alongside with me getting back into music, I'm pushing the Freedom Campaign and Nivea's Lifeline, which is my nonprofit. So, yeah. That's what I've been working on for the past year and a half. And so cool. 4 beautiful kids.
Yeah. And of course, you just put out the single Loud not too long ago. Talk about that song and why you decided to put out that song to reintroduce yourself.
That song in particular was zone that I was in, and I said, hey, I want to sing this song. I was really into the melody that I had come up with, and I felt like I should be able to say whatever I wanted to say if I finally felt like I was about to really introduce my true self to anyone and not be afraid of that. It really just to see what people lie with me and for their support. And I stuck true to my R&B style, and I wrote what I felt, and I love Loud Blunt. It was just available on iTunes and Google Play. And so we're still deciding if we want to, do a visual for it or not. I'm getting some requests here or there, but I'm so anxious for the new music that I have, like, that really gets into more of revealing. Nivea Revealed will be the title of the next album. So
wow.
I'm just ready to give you some new stuff. But definitely Loud Blunt. It's a great, relaxing song. So, yeah, I'm proud of it. I wasn't apprehensive about it at all. I actually had to convince people on my team to let me do it. But, yeah, I'm just me, so
cool.
Kind of go where I want to go, especially if it's my art. Let me choose to express it in the way that I choose.
I guess, kind of just to wrap up, with where you're at in your life, raising a family, you've been around so long doing music, I know fans are still looking for music from you, but how much of a priority is it for you to continue with music? Because I know it must be hard, especially independently.
It is very hard, but it's still that much of a priority for me. I don't know if that's selfish or not, but my children are very musical. Like, at the same time that I'm pursuing my dreams, I'm teaching them a lot in the process, and they're getting to see and they're witnessing a lot of time that I spend. Not all the time, but sometimes, especially, and even with their fathers, they used to visit the studio and the rehearsals and concerts, and they're like, oh, and this is how you make a CD. So whether they choose to go in that area or not, they have the gift. And I'm actually glad that I'm still pursuing it in their faces at this age right now. So it's still a priority for me. I just had to wait until I felt comfortable enough and they were at a solid age. And my youngest is 4 now, and he's potty trained. So, it gives you a little bit more freedom for any parents out there that may know what I mean when all your kids are potty trained. So, yeah, it's still a priority for me, absolutely, because I can't let it go. I'll never be able to let it go. I can't. Yeah.
And as far as, because you've been in the industry for a while now, what kind of respect do you get from industry peers as well as fans?
It's ironic, but it may not be written or recorded, but I actually get a lot of respect from industry peers. Like, I get a lot of messages passed through to people who say, oh, let her know I love her voice, or let her know I was always a fan, or let her know, like, she was, whatever. I've always gotten, when I meet people that I may not have ever met before, they're like, oh, I know who you are, and they have wonderful things to bring towards me, and I can't do that. It's just respect all the way around, and I appreciate that. But I really don't know how my supporters or the public views me. I have no idea. Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think my public persona is somewhere a bit aloof. I guess I'm just a bit too whimsical and seeming off a bit, but I don't know. That's to be determined.
That's great, though, that you get that love. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
So that's all the questions we have for you. Is there anything you'd like to add?
No, that's pretty much it. Nope, that's pretty much it. Just look for, new stuff from me, from NiveaFan.com. My Instagram is This Is Nivea, as well as my Twitter. And you have Ava's email, youngconsulting@AOL.com. And, yeah, remember the Freedom Campaign. That's Freedom, spelled DEM. Mm-hmm. Yeah, look for more stuff. for me.
Cool. Look forward to it.